everyone. This is Cindy from My Altered Muse, and I have been making some really beautiful bead embellishments. And I thought maybe you guys might want to see how I'm doing it. Um, Let me get it closer so you can see it. Isn't that beautiful? Lay it down, maybe you can see it better. Okay, it's made with beads and stringed beads. Um, I want to give credit to Fiona Jennings. I was looking around last night and I saw her do this, and I thought I'd give it a try. I'm doing mine a little differently, um, but I'm going to try to. I've got the beads glued in different stages, because one thing that she did that I am not doing is she used a glue gun. She is a master with a glue gun. All I master is burning my fingers. So I am using E6000. I mean E6000. No, I'm not using E6000. I'm using Fabri-Tac, and it holds real. Once it dries, it holds real well. But you have to kind of go at it a little bit slower because you got to give the glue time to dry. So if you're good with a glue gun, you can just pop these right out really quick. I might try some jewelry glue also. I don't know, it may dry a little bit quicker than this. But this works just fine. You kind of do it in stages, and I find it relaxing. So let's get started, and I will show you how to do it. Okay, now this is the finished bead right here. That's what we're going for. I'll put it right here so you can see it. And then this is the first stage of what we're going to do. You need 6 beads, and I'm sorry, I don't know what their millimeter is. They're a nice size. And if you go to Michael's, they have these cylinders of beads for $9.95. And if you take a coupon, you can really get a good deal on these. Okay, that's where I get the beads that I use for everything. Now, I cut out a circle. This is actually too big, so I just whittled it down a little bit, and it's kind of lopsided, but it's not going to show. So you want a base to build it on, especially if you're using Fabri-Tac. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pick out 6 beads, and I think we'll do this color right here. It's kind of a silver color. Okay. Now, these are the beads that we're going to be using. Let me get over here so I'm in frame. Okay, so I'm going to put the beads right there. And what you want to do, now like I say, if you're using the glue gun, you just pop a little glue on there and pop it down, and you just go around and you're finished in about 3 minutes. But if you're using traditional glue, you've got to give it time to dry. So what I do is I start out, and I'm just going to put a little a ring. And another thing, it'll help if your glue bottle is full. You won't have to wait on it to come down. So I am going to just run get it going here. I was just using it, now it's wanting to act peculiar. Let me see if I can get it going. Okay, hold on. I gotta go get my needle and stick a hole in it. I guess it sat longer than I thought. Okay. Now, I'm gonna run a ring of glue around the outside of this little circle. Then I'm gonna take my pearl, and you want to find the sides that have the you want to put the sides with the holes together as you run it around. So you've got those two. Then you're going to take another one and you're going to put a little glue on there. And you're going to, and as you go, you kind of want to form a little circle as you go. And you might want to have a pair of tweezers or something to kind of work with it. There you go. And then we're going to take the fourth one. And we're going to put a little glue there where the hole of the bead is. And we're going to continue our circle. And see, if you were using a glue gun, you'd be really moving along. But with the Fabri-Tac, it's not as... But I've got a glue gun, but man, I have really burned myself really bad a few times with it, so I'm kind of shy of it. Okay, then we're going to take our last one and we're going to pop it in there. And then you're just going to kind of push them together a little bit where they form that nice circle. Okay, now I'm going to move that aside. Because that's all we're going to do with that one. Now I'm going to bring one in that is dried. Okay. And as you can see, we've got a nice circle. Oh, and I forgot to put... I usually just put some glue in the bottom of it and kind of let it seep around the pearls. Okay, now that's what I've done with this one, and it's pretty dry. So that is the what you're going for. That's when that dries, you'll have this. Okay, you've done your 6 pearls and you've glued them down, and they're on this form. So you're ready for the next step. Now the next step is you are going to take your small stringed beads and we're going to attach them. So this is what we're fixing to learn how to do. We're going to do these, do those. So I'm going to get my beads. Oh, scissors, where'd my scissors go? Okay, let me go get my scissors. I thought I had everything. You're going to count 6 beads on that string. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to cut after the 6th bead, okay? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut them all. We're going to need 5. No, we're going to need 6. Okay. Now, we're going to take and put some glue on the end of this bead, on the end of these beads right here. And we're just going to turn them over, and we're just going to kind of lay them right there. Just like that. That's all we're going to do. Just lay them there. Then we're going to put glue on the next one. I usually put glue on the last 2 beads. And then we're just going to lay them right there. And then glue on these 2. And lay them down. Basically, this is all there is to it. Once you get through doing this and it dries, I'll show you what to do and you'll be done. I had watched her channel years ago when I was kind of taking a hiatus from crafting. I didn't even have my Etsy shop open at the time. So I watched her videos, but I had forgotten all about them until I came across one of hers last night, and then I remembered what fun stuff she used to make. Okay. Now, you're just going to let that sit like that for a little bit. And if you're making several, that's good because you can go back and kind of check on them as you work on them. Okay, now, this one is ready to be finished. I've got the string beads in them, just like on this one. And I went ahead and put the center pearl in. We'll do that in a little while. We're going to let that dry a little bit, and then we're going to pop a center pearl in there. So actually, to make this, you need 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of turn it on its side, and I am going, can you see? I'm going to put some glue. Well, let me get this off. I'm going to, the glue's wanting to act up on me. I'm going to put some glue right here, and then I'm just going to pull that around, just like that. And in this case, I've got too many on there, so I'm just going to snip so it can start the drying process. There, just going to push that down just like that. And see how it goes in between the pearl? Just hold it for a minute. Then I'm going to come around and I'm going to glue the next one. And it seems like for some reason these are wanting to be shorter. I may have them on a shorter board or something. But that's what we're going to do all the way around it. And I just kind of take my time and I kind of hold these 2 down and let them get just a little bit situated in between the pearls. And then I'm going to go around to the next one and I'm going to put some glue and I'm going to mash it down. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this one too. Okay. And I know it looks like a lot of trouble, but it really isn't. And if you have some fast drying glue. I don't know if jewelry glue is fast drying or not. I'm not really sure. But then I'm going to come behind this one, put a little bit of glue, and then come down. And then at this point, you can kind of start, you know, tucking them around two at a time, holding them down. And once they start holding on just a little bit, you've got it made. Okay, then I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna bring it around, and I'm gonna need to cut some off. Put that right there. Hold it down just for a minute, and you see we've got 5 of the 6 down now. And yeah. Okay, then the very last one, I'm gonna just put a little glue under there, bring it around, and I'm gonna snip, and there we go. Okay, now you can kind of fiddle with them a little bit if you want to. Kind of get them down. And then at this point, now that they're tucked in nicely, when it dries, look what you've got. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. So you're going to set that aside. I'll put it up here so you can see it. You're going to put that aside. And let me see this center one. I probably can't move it, but yeah, I can there. It had the hole showing a little bit, so I'm just going to just give it a little pressure, and it went back to where I wanted it. Okay, now we have 2 completed. Like I say, just check on them and make sure they haven't popped up or anything. But aren't those beautiful? I don't know if Fiona came up with this idea or she saw it. She's pretty creative, so she might have come up with this idea. But I just wanted to give her credit because that's where I learned how to make them, was from her. Okay, now let's see how this one is doing. Okay, I want to put a center pearl in here, but first I'm going to kind of tuck my little string pearls down. It just takes a little bit of TLC to make these. And let's see what I want to put in for a center on this one. I think I will put a regular pearl in the center of that one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on either side. And I'm just going to pop it in there. And I'm going to take my pin and make sure it's on the side, and then I'm just going to push down. Just like that. And we're going to let it dry. And we're going to do the same process all over again. And when you put this center pearl in, it helps guide your little ones and keep them secure. That one seems to be out a little bit, but that'll be okay when it dries. That one's good, that one's good, that one's good. Maybe I'll just put a little tinge more glue on this one. Just like that. And I'm going to pop it in there, and there we go. Okay, that's how you make them. And then when this dries, you're just going to pull them. You're just going to pull them around to the sides. You're going to snip them, put some glue under it, and just like this. See how this is all tucked under? I believe I can. Nope, it's good. But there you go. That's a finished one. And this is a finished one. And then when this one dries enough to where the little strings of pearls are secure, then all you're going to do is just wrap them around and clip them if you need to. And I have got this silver, I've got pink, I've got red, I've got all kind of these stringed pearls. So basically all you need are some pearls, strings of these pearls. This is actually I've had it for a while. It's a tree for me. It's the pearls of beads on a string that you put on little tiny Christmas trees. And then as you can see, this one is getting dry. So the next thing I will do with that one is here, we can go ahead and do another one. Okay, I'm just going to snip some beads. Okay, we got 6. These would be beautiful on a journal cover. So pretty, so elegant. They don't look like we sat here and made them for sure. Okay, now I'm going to just start the process all over again. I'm gonna put some glue, and then I'm just gonna kind of lay it down like that. Gonna do that 6 times. We're gonna. So if you can see, if you get an assembly line going, you'll have a lot of these and nothing flat. Just make sure they're touching the bead so they'll glue. And put them down. I didn't even have to go to the store. I had everything I needed to do this, and that's kind of unusual. Usually I have to go buy supplies or order them because I don't ever have what I need, but I did today, so I thought, well, let me try this. And then I tried it, and it was so simple. I thought, I'm going to share this. Okay, then one more. Okay, now you're just going to let those sit there for a while until they start grabbing on. And then remember, you're going to put your big pearl in, and that kind of brings them in and locks them down. Now let me see if this one, I think, I'm not sure, but I think we can go ahead and finish this one up. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in between these two beads right there. And I'm going to bring them over. And for some reason, I'm not needing those last two. She told me, in the tutorial, she had us cutting 6. She may have been using some bigger beads, but these are as big as I would want to go. I'm just going to cut them off. They're easier, it's easier to work with when you have a little bit more to hang on to. Okay, then we're gonna snip that. Then I'm gonna come in right down at the bottom and I'm gonna put just a little bit of glue. Oops, that one's coming out. Should have waited just a little bit longer. Let me see if I can tuck this back down in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we've got these two. Then we're going to come around and we're going to tuck that one. And I'm going to take one more off of there like that. Ooh, this one's really going to look elegant. This is pretty. Yeah. I hope you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of tedious. I have to keep bringing it over. Okay, then we're going to take and we're going to, ooh, I'm shaking, goodness. And we're going to put another one down. And I'm going to snip it right there. It doesn't take long for these little beads to grab. Except for that one, he's wanting to act up. Okay. Then we're going to come in with a little more glue. And I'm going to snip right there and tuck it in. I think if I make a lot of these, I'm going to try to figure out a better glue. I don't think this is, I mean, it works, but you got to kind of work with it to get it to grab and be right. Okay, then I'm just going to tuck it right there, put it under, and now all I have to do is just make sure all these are tucked in and drying. Tuck this in with some lace on the front of a journal. Wouldn't that be beautiful? All right, come on, guy. Get down in there. There we go. Okay, now I've got 3, and I've got 4 getting ready to do the 4th one. So, there they are. Whoops. Aren't those pretty? Okay. Make sure this one is okay. There we go. Now, this one is ready to put the center pearl in, so let's do that. I'm just going to put some glue on either side where the holes are, and then I'm just going to drop it down and I'm going to push it down and see how the pearls just kind of, they just kind of go in there, or you may have to That one needs to go back in. I think it's still a little wet. There you go. And you just let that dry until they're ready to bend over. Just kind of button them back up against the big one. There we go. Okay, that's it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll try to make some. I hope it didn't make it look too hard. Like I say, the E6000 might not be the best thing, but I sure can't use a glue gun, so I'm going to have to look for something else, because, you know, I think I want to make a bunch of these. I think they would just be beautiful tucked into some lace. This one turned out pretty. This is the very first one I made, and I wasn't in a hurry. I just took my time. And then this one, that one's beautiful. That really looks old-timey. Okay. Thank you, girls and guys, for watching. I appreciate it. And I feel like I'm talking to my friends now. I've been on here long enough to where I kind of say, gosh, I need to make a video today so I can see what's going on with everybody. So, yeah. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. And I've got a couple of more things that I want to share with you. But I'll just get this uploaded today. And I'll talk to you soon. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.